Very good morning, student. 11th standard computer application. In this chapter 5, we are going to discuss about the working with Windows operating system as a part 1. The next part what we are going to see is working with a Linux operating system, especially Ubuntu. So now we will enter into the class and discuss about the different headings of Windows operating system. These are the discussion point we are going to discuss in this video. First one is introduction of operating system. So we have discussed more about operating system in chapter 4, and more specifically we are going to see in detail about Windows operating system. Next one is introduction of Windows operating system. Based on feature development in Windows operating system, they have categorized the versions we are going to discuss. So now we are going to discuss about the various versions of operating system. Next one is handling the mouse and how it functions and what are the keys we have in the mouse. So we are going to discuss in how the mouse to be handled. Windows desktop. How the Windows desktop looks like. What are the elements key available in Windows desktop key, and what is the difference between the application window and how the document window looks like and application window looks like. And last one is the exploring the computer. So what are the menus available in Windows and how to open and close the application in Windows Explorer. First one is introduction to operating system. So chapter 4 itself we have discussed more about the operating system. So it is just a small recap. We all know that operating system is a system software which enables the hardware to communicate and to operate with the other software. It acts as an interface between the hardware and the software. It also acts as an interface between the user and the hardware and controls the overall execution of the computer. You can able to see the diagram. There are three users which are just trying to connect with the CPU with the help of the software. The software is divided into two: system software and application software, which gets connected to the computer with the help of the software. The most popular operating system we have learned about the Windows series and a mobile operating system, Android, iOS, and also the open source operating system, Linux. All this comes under the operating systems. The next topic is introduction to Windows operating system. So we all know that computer needs an operating system to function. In that way, Microsoft Windows, one of the most popular operating system, graphical user interface of operating system. It comes under GUI operating system, and also we can called as multitask operating system because many application, that is multiple application, can be executed simultaneously in Windows. And a Windows operating system uses both keyboard and mouse as an input device. Almost all graphical user interface operating systems uses keyboard and mouse as an input device. So mouse is used to interact with the Windows by clicking the icon, whereas the keyboard is used to enter the numbers, alphabets, characters in the keyboard. Now let us see the functions of Windows operating system. So you can see some of the functions are mentioned here. One is accessing the application on the computer, that is programs in the computer. For example, calculator, MS Word, Notepad, Paintbrush, etc. All these applications are accessing Windows operating system is used. And also next point is loading any new program on the computer. If you want to load any new program or to be added to the Windows operating system, you can add using the operating system. And also next one is managing the hardwares, that is managing the keyboard, mouse, scanners, printers, whatever devices connected to the computer is operated and controlled by the operating system. And a very important point is next one is file management activities, that is creating new files, modifying the existing file, editing the files, deleting the files, transferring the files from one place to another place, creating files, etc., which is comes under the Windows operating system. And the last one is changing the computer setting. So using this operating system, you can change the settings of your computer by changing the display setting, changing the mouse setting, changing the keyboard setting. All these settings can be changed using the operating system. So this is all about the small introduction about the Windows operating system and its functions. Now let us see the various versions of Windows operating systems. So in these versions of Windows operating system, we are going to learn various versions as well as the name of the version and the logo of the version and in which year this operating system has been introduced. And the last one is specification or specific feature of this operating system. So in the exam, students need not to write the draw the logo name, logo symbol. So just you can write the version name and in which year and the specific feature of each version which is updated. The first version of the Windows is Windows 1.x, which was developed in the year 1985. Here in this version they have introduced the concept of the graphical user interface. in 16-bit processor. So in the microprocessor, we have learned the speed of the microprocessor. So the microprocessor is classified based on the size. Likewise, the 16-bit microprocessor was introduced in this version, and also they introduced an input device for this operating system. Mouse is an input device introduced for the first version of this Windows operating system. Next version of Windows operating system is Windows 2.x. Here in this version there was a little upgradation of the previous version. It was introduced in year 1987. The specific feature of this Windows 2.x is it supports to minimize or maximize the windows. Now also in Windows operating system of any version, you can see the minimize maximize button on the top right corner of the window. This feature was introduced and implemented in second version of Windows, and also it introduced control panel feature with various system settings and customizing the option and controlling the overall activities of the Windows operating system. Next, third version of Windows is Windows 3.x, which was implemented in year 1992. The specific feature of this operating system is introducing the concept of multitask operating system, that is simultaneously number of applications can be executed. It means that executing number of applications simultaneously. And the next feature of this operating system is supporting 256 colors, which brought a more modern colorful look to the operating system, that is interface. The next version of Windows is Windows 95, was developed in year 1995. The specific feature of this operating system is introducing start button. The taskbar window explodes and start menu appears on the screen. Here in this Windows version, 32-bit processor was used and focused more on multitasking. Multitasking means you can work with number of applications simultaneously. For example, typing some text in a computer notepad or word processor by listening the music. This is called multitask operating system. The next version of Windows operating system is Windows 98. It was introduced in year 1998. The specific feature of this Windows 98 operating system is integration of web browser. That is introducing web browser which is integrated with the operating system. So in this version Windows 98, those games began to disappear and a number of Windows games based improved and playing feature was introduced in this version, that is plug and play. The next operating system is Windows NT. It is mainly used for servers in the network computers. So they mainly focused on the network server, which acts as a server for the other computers. The next version of Windows operating system is Windows ME. We call it as Millennium version, introduced in year 2000. The specific feature of this operating system, it introduced automatic system recovery, that is diagnostic and recovery tools, which enables the user to solve any problem given in the operating system. So it automatically correct the problems in this version of Windows. The next version is Windows 2000. It was introduced in year 2000. This operating system is specially designed for desktop as well as laptop computers. Especially the specific feature of this operating system is served as an operating system for business desktop and laptop system. Nearly in this Windows 2000, there are four versions of Windows were released. One is professional for business desktop and laptop system. Another one is for server computer, both web server as well as official server. Another one is advanced server for online of business application. Another one is data center server for high traffic computer network. So all these features makes this Windows 2000 to highlight in year 2000. The next version of Windows is Windows XP. It means Windows Experience. It was developed in year 2001. The specific feature of this Windows XP is it introduced 64-bit processor with a high-speed processor. So by this, Windows operating system improves the appearance and themes offered as a stable version for many years. The next version of Windows is Windows Vista. It was developed in year 2006. The specific feature of this Windows Vista is they have uploaded the look and feel of good experience of Windows operating system. Because of this version, the user are very much attracted with this Windows Vista. The next version is Windows 7, was introduced in year 2009. The specific feature of this operating system is booting times has been improved, which makes your computer to boot fastly, and introduce a new interface like aeropic, pinning programs to taskbar, handwriting recognition, etc. and Internet Explorer 8 was introduced in this Windows 7. The next version of Windows is Windows 8. It was developed in year 2012. So, the specific feature of this Windows operating system 8 is faster than previous version which makes the user to interact quickly. Start button was removed in this version. Windows 8 takes better advantage of multi-core processing. It means number of programs can be run at a same time. Solid state drive, that is SSD. Touchscreen was introduced in this version, and other alternative input methods, example voice recognition, which makes the user to interact quickly and easily without using the computer. The next feature of this Windows 8 is served as a common platform for mobile as well as for computers. The last version of Windows is Windows 10. It was introduced in year 2015. So the specific feature of this Windows 10 is start button was again added to the Windows. So it has a specific feature, that is multi-desktop. Simultaneously you can have number of desktop in a operating system. Central notification center for apps notification and quick action. So far we have seen different operating system used in the computer, especially Windows operating system. The next topic is handling the mouse. So now let us see how the mouse can be handled, and the action of the mouse and the reaction. First one is point to an item. So move the mouse pointer over the icon or item. The next action of the mouse is click. Point to the item on the screen, press and release the left mouse button. So this is the reaction of clicking action. The next action of the mouse is right click. So the reaction of the right click is point to the item on the screen, press and release the right mouse button. By clicking the right mouse button, display a pop-up menu with various options. So you can choose any option from the pop-up menu and click. The next action of your mouse is double click. So the reaction of the double click, so when you double click the mouse, point to the item on the screen, quickly press twice the left mouse button. So the particular item gets open or the icon gets open and executes the program. The next action of the mouse is drag and drop. So it is just simply hold the left mouse button as you move the pointer, press and you have reached the destination or desired point, release the left mouse button. So this is the reaction of the drag and drop method. So far we have learned the different versions of operating system and its specific features and how to handle the mouse in Windows operating system. So next class we learn the different actions of your Windows operating system, that is how to open a window, how to close your window, and what are the applications available in Windows operating system. I hope you all understood how to use the operating system. Thank you so much, students.